They would make fine servants. With 50 men, we could subjugate them all. Those were Christopher Columbus's own words after meeting the Taíno people who welcomed him with food, water, and kindness. When he landed in 1492, the Caribbean was home to millions of indigenous people living in peace. But Columbus didn't see equals. He saw property. Within days, his men began taking captives, forcing them to search for gold that barely existed. On his second voyage, he returned with 17 ships and over 1,000 men. This time, he came to conquer. He set up a brutal tribute system. Every Taíno adult had to bring a small leather pouch filled with gold dust every few months. If they brought enough, they were given a copper tag to wear around their neck. If they didn't, Columbus's soldiers cut off their hands and left them to die. When the gold ran out, he turned to selling people instead. He wrote that Spain could ship back as many slaves as they choose. 500 indigenous men and women were forced onto ships for Spain. Most never made it. Even one of his own officers wrote that Columbus gave him a beautiful Carib woman, and he described raping her that same night. That letter still exists. By 1500, even the Spanish crown couldn't ignore what he'd done. They arrested Columbus for tyranny and brutality, but by then it was too late. 90% of the Taíno were gone, wiped out by slavery, starvation, and disease. The man who claimed to discover a new world had already destroyed one.